Okay, so we're going to show you about how we feed the cats. We feed them at night, only at night, and we usually feed them in two different times. We give them kind of a fair amount to start, and then we usually give them a little bit of a break and a little more later. So I'm going to do the first feeding, what we usually do for the first feeding, which also involves some of Inara's medicine. Inara is the female orange cat. Okay, so I'll get their bowls down here just to sort of show you. Malcolm, right here, the white and brown cat, he usually eats from this bowl over here on the right, and Inara, the orange cat, eats from the one closest to the refrigerator here on the left. So, get their bowls, put them on the counter. We give them two different kinds of food, one for Malcolm, one for Inara. Malcolm gets this sort of pinkish can that's a fish, and then Inara gets this black and orange can that's like beef. So I'll show you that. I usually put Malcolm's food in first. Grab a spoon from the drawer here. Put all of his food in the one bowl. Okay, I usually just put the can in the sink. And then this other can for Inara, and we have some medicine that we put in. It's a liquid medicine, and we're going to put that just on top of the food after I put the food in. So go ahead and you can just put the whole can of food in for Inara, and then we'll do the liquid medicine on top. Super easy. Okay, so I'll show you where we keep the liquid medicine in the refrigerator on the right-hand side. It's just in a little plastic bag here, and I'll take it out. It's like that. In the bag, there's a bottle and a syringe. So I'm going to come over here to the counter, take the bottle out, take the syringe out. There's a little cap on the syringe. You can just remove that. I usually shake this up a little just in case, and then take the lid off. Put the syringe into the lid. It should fit pretty snugly, and then you can turn it upside down, and you're going to pull it down to the number 5, the line point 5. So I'm going to go down here to number 5, and then turn it back up, remove the syringe, and then we're just going to put it on top of the food here. That's for Inara. Don't mix it in, so that way she eats all the food with the medicine first. I usually give Malcolm his food first because you can hear he's very loud and he wants to eat. And then I'll put Inara's food down. She usually will wait for him to eat anyway. And we'll just let them eat. You can see they all stay eating from their own bowls. But then we got to put the medicine away. So put the cap back on. I usually just rinse off the syringe in the sink just a little bit, just a little water. Just rinse it off. Take it back over here. Put the little cap back on the syringe. Just to keep it together, put the medicine and the syringe back in the bag. And then stick the bag back in the refrigerator, right on the shelf. So very easy. She will eat the food that's on the top. Inara is a little bit slower eater than Malcolm. So Malcolm usually finishes first, and then he waits to see if Inara doesn't eat all of her food. So usually just try to keep him away from her if we can. And then she'll usually eat most of the food, but not quite all of it, and leave a small amount, and then Malcolm will go eat the rest of it. The other thing you can do when you do this is go ahead and fill the water dish, which is over here, just around the corner. So I'll go ahead and just take that, rinse it out, fill it up. We just try to keep it separate from the food, just so maybe they'll actually drink. So you just dump it out, just rinse it a little bit, and fill it up. Put it back down. And that's the first feeding. So we usually do this around the time we're eating. So anywhere, usually, or even earlier. 6 o'clock is about the time we try to do that, but of course you can do whatever makes sense for you in your schedule. You can do it, they will love to eat earlier than 6 if you want to do it earlier. And then for the second feeding, which we can show you later, that's usually somewhere around 8 o'clock, but again, like, that's kind of up to your schedule, and it's just one can that we split between the two bowls. That one can, just so you see up here, is the third different food, so 3 different kinds of food, and it's this kind of, it's rabbit, it's this kind of purplish can. It's a little bit different, it's not that purple can, but this one over here on the left hand side. So we do that for the second feeding and just split it between the two bowls for the 2 cats.